them know that we are the American indigenous. Copper color Indians, baby.
African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But now the brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago, even if he's sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick, you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space. Why don't you attach yourself to a continent where even if you got the chance to go and you went, most people that wouldn't even claim you as one of them, as a purebred daughter or son of them.
And we are not Africans. We are not African. Are you an African, baby? I'm not no African. Nigga, you a lying mother.
ISO. Dama. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switch side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't left to prove. Hey, yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, there's so many. Yeah, ask them a real question, yeah, I bet it's all lies. Hey, they won't cross that line for a fact that's offsides. Hey, too much penalties when they run this back, yeah, it's fines. Hey, could've been here with us, but we do not force no vibes. Hey, she gon' ride the whip and let me park it in the driveway. They just want the praise like they Yahweh. Getting so much bread, get a ride way. We done already won, yeah, that's worth the ride way. But they still lying right through their teeth, and they still hiding behind many troops. They was D9, watch my every move, tell them keep fine. Leave that shit on scene, I ain't replying. Less I know you, that don't mean I'm Hollywood. That just mean I'm Hollywood. All y'all I probably stood on the falls, all cause. More times I probably should. I don't know nobody like us. You see how much time it took. Yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies, so many, so many. There's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, there's so many. Whoa. Hey, there's too many lies, hey. Yeah, ISO, Indies, Dama. ISO, Dama. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, there's so many, hey, there's so many, yo, there's so many, yo, there's so many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. They know that. Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense, but nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion, we probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Oh yeah. Hey y'all. Hey. What's good, y'all?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Kind.
I know it's Sunday. Oh, it's Sunday. Oh. It's Sunday. I'm a little morning Sunday. Heck yeah. Time for a little Sunday. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising. Hey, buddy. Monaga, D. Allen Warren. What's good? Oh, Will. Hey. Hey now. Charlene Austin. Hey, love. Hey. Carlos X. Suzanne Thompson. What's good? Michael Coffey. Everybody watching. Salute, y'all. So, Pam Boo Boos is just on a rampage. I swear. Honey, I think we giving them fever. We giving them fever. You know, I just stay in my lane. Like I said, I don't debate. I dialogue and deliver. It's up to you to debunk it. If you can, good luck. Good luck. You know, working, with, and I'm never, ever a representative of state of Connecticut or no state. I am who I am. I'm not representative, and nor do I speak on their behalf. Hey, Sharice. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, buddy, baby. What's up, y'all? 40 years in state government now. 40 years. When you work, humbly all these years, you get your assignments and you understand how state government operates. You have the hands-on experience. And when you go to their educational institutions, you understand, the order of learning things and understanding things from this government's perspective. Remember, when you're learning and you're in their educational institutions, whether it be elementary school, pre-K is where it starts, okay? Then elementary school, then you have middle school, and then you have your 4 years of high school. All this is public education. Some folks went to private, but no matter how you slice it, it's their structure of teaching you how they want you to understand the way they operate and the way things go. But it's up to you to wake up. And this has been the hardest thing for our people to do in an effort to wake up to the understanding of who exactly they are. Even, you learn before you even go to little school. from granny. You learn your mannerisms and your roles, okay? And a lot of that comes from indoctrination, the disciplinary ways that you should act when you're in school and when you're around people. Their mannerisms, a lot came from the Bible, another document or book that was placed in our ancestors' hands as to how to raise and discipline your children. The Bible is strictly a way of life. It's a Christian way, and it's indoctrinating. Anytime something's brought to you to study and live by, that's an order. That is the order of the Christian Pope, and a symbol, distributed out across the world. So you no longer, felt that you had the ability to think the way you do. And that's the problem right there. That's the big problem right there. The education system, understanding things the way they teach you. Okay. Your ability to think and understand the way you see it was taken away from you. It was psychologically placed in the back of your head. You were not taught to think outside of what's taught to you. You were taught a way on how to define the truth. And that's a fact. You were taught a way on how to define what truth is. And you learn that. And you become a master of the way they teach you how to define what the truth is. That's in research. It's called research. And it's called theories and hypotheses. That is this government's way of determining the truth and how something is going to work. And that's also determined with medicines. It's trial studies. So despite how beautiful your body is before it touched any of United States medicines, it was applied to you, researched on other people's bodies. And however other people's bodies responded to certain medicines, it was applied to you too. Oh, this will work for you. But you might get this rash. You might get that. You might have a heart attack, anything. There's studies. I'm here to tell you that that's fucked up. Because prior to their medicines, we had our own that did not kill us and did not put limitations on our life. So now at this point, being an adult, you have to step outside the box from being so indoctrinated by foreigners, medicines, and studies and research. You do. You have to think outside the box. If you don't, you're fucked, because you're always going to see things their ways. You're not going to think your way. They even tell you in their Bible, lean not to your own understanding. What the fuck? I'm going to lean all motherfucking day. Lean on me. Lean on me. Oh, no. Who are you to tell me not to lean to my own understanding? Who said that? Don't write in the book and tell me God said that. Somebody with 2 arms, 2 legs, and the dick told you that. Fuck out of here. This is where you have to wake up and smell the coffee and think for yourself. I keep telling you, when you're so into their way of teaching you and their way of, and you become these idiots standing on their information. People like Reggie, I mean, they literally stand on how they were taught in college. Listen, I went 10 years straight to college education. I never joined any of these sororities and all this star or whatever you call it. I just went in there to learn what the fuck I needed to and got out. I went home to my family. I wasn't joining nobody's shit. And I didn't pledge in sorority, nothing. No. This is why people's heads are fucked up. This is why you see these Jamaican boys, aka Pan-Africans, okay, standing on the DNA to determine that they're from Africa. Clowns. But they probably are. I keep telling you, everybody ain't us. And that's a fact. I look at and working with them for 40 years, I think that's a very long fucking time. Some of you weren't even born when I started working for state government. Really. Some of you were not born. I know I look good and luscious to be have worked in state government for 40 years. But truth is, my daughter is a lot of y'all's ages, and I'm just fine and confident. I'm cute. I'm sexy, and I'm going to stand on it, and nobody not going to take that from me. You not. I look damn good. I don't got no wrinkles and makeup. I'm supposed to be this confident. I'm supposed to be, and you should too, especially if you look this good. You're supposed to stand on your confidence and your sexiness. Ain't no Negro or white boy or nobody going to take what my mama and daddy created. You should all feel this way, even if you're a brother. Even if you're a brother, you should stand how fucking fine you look. I'm standing on it. I look at myself and I stare at myself in the mirror and say, wow, I'm so fucking pretty. I can't help it. My lips are pretty, and there's people who literally go to white scientists and doctors to get their face to look like mine. Take a motherfucking bow, queens. They take medicine. They go in tanning salons to get cancer, to get this copper color beauty. And it fucks with them. I'm sorry, y'all 30-year-olds. But y'all better take care of yourself and don't let nobody stress you out so you can stay beautiful like you are. You got to stand up and be strong. You got to be. My daughter look at me and my niece, who's in her 40, she turned 40, my oldest niece, she said, auntie, and her daughter, had, I'm going to kick her butt. She made me a great, great auntie. My great niece had a baby recently and made me a great, great auntie. And she said, auntie, you look in your late 30s or your 40s. I said, thank you, baby. But just remember, I'm not. I'm supposed to look this good for the copper colored man. And fortunately, I am built and created and made for that copper colored man. I will not accept anything other than that sexy copper colored man that was created for me and me for him. Fuck that. I don't care how bad shit get. That's my choice and my right. For real, for real. So many years, women and men, and y'all know it because you all grew up in the hoods. They have always tried to strike our beauty down so they can control us and control us to their expectations. It's called the cycle of abuse. When a man understands your beauty and he have to control it, so he have to strike you down to make you feel this little and lose confidence. Oh, fuck that. I'm too pretty for that. No, I'm too sexy. Ask 50 Cent. Yeah, I get my 50 Cent dance on because this how he do it. He'll never, ever tell me I ain't beautiful. Facts. So Yeah, I'm 50 Cent's girlfriend. Yeah, I'm his girlfriend. I can imagine what the hell I want. Mind your business. Mind your business. I could say 50 Cent's my man. That's my. I could do what I could say what I want. Don't you be jealous. And all y'all girls trying to claim 50 Cent better back up for real, because that's my man. But anyway, y'all, let me stop goofing off. I want. Oh, Sharice, you better get out of here. I see. You know what? I knew somebody was going to come in here and try and step and claim my man. I dare you. This is a good segment today, too, Sharice. I dare you. Oh. I'm going to put the. And you laughing? Ugh. I'm just have to blow your little fine ass away, Sharice. You leave 50 Cent alone. You can have Jay-Z and Puffy. They available. In real life, I do too. See, this is the problem. All y'all always want who I want. Always. You're wrong for that, Sharice. Oh, damn, Misha. I'm tired of y'all. Look. Yo, you know what? See, this is what y'all some. I'm tired. Damn, Misha. You in the closet liking my man behind my back. I can't understand this. Why can't I have something to myself? How could you love me and then love my man? That's not right. Y'all sisters do that all the time. Why can't I have 50 to myself? I've been punched Vivica Fox in the face. That's why she had to get surgery on her face. She had to get constructive surgery. I did. 50 Cent really, back the issue with Vivica Fox, I know that was pretty ugly. He apologized to her, but he grew up. He was young. I forgive him for that, but he really, really, really do puts a lot of love on sisters. He do. And that's what I love about him the most, because he tells us how beautiful we are. And it just makes me feel so good. He's so intelligent. Oh, listen, honey, it don't bother me. I love it. I'm still sexy, no matter what you say, with or without them. I like them. They're beautiful. And it is what it is. Don't hate. Congratulate. Congratulate. Anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Sharice, I'm gonna put the link in the chat for Sharice and Girly. Only those two sisters come up, because I'm really gonna get into this good stuff. Hey, Kahi, I'm really gonna get into some good stuff. Now, if you want to come up before I get started, Sharice, you come on. Oh, you come on up, because I'm getting ready to get started and get into this lesson. If not, I'm going to move into the lesson, because it's going to be a good lesson. So, again, with the 40 years of state government experience and the learning tools and things of that nature and understanding how they operate, I never, ever wanted to use those tools. Hey, Choctaw, baby. I had the big dog. I never, ever wanted to use those tools to hurt my people. And I always ask myself, can there be a politician that doesn't hurt his people? And I wanted to, be that person. How can a politician not hurt his people? By not enforcing the ugly on its own people. And unfortunately, that's been the case. And indoctrination does that. Indoctrination makes you believe things the way foreigners understand things to be. I like to think outside so I can feel comfort within myself in understanding things. You ain't no damn fool if you're saying, hey, this doesn't make sense. And if it don't make sense with your gut, you better believe it's not right. You're ignoring the gifts that you have as a people. It's called energy. You're not supposed to ignore strange feelings from a different species, from a species. Yeah, if it doesn't fit well with you in your gut, you have to pay attention to that. We put things in repressed memories all the time. So what I do, I look at government information and make sense of it. No matter how much they try to cover up lies in history, ancient history, they always make a mistake because they forget. Yeah. They always forget that the biggest thing that they forget is that we are all, no matter who we are, gifted with common sense and the ability to think. And when you read some information and it doesn't set well with you, and something in your head triggers some common sense, really, when you're reading something or some government documents or something labeled as ancient information or history, something in your head triggers. And that's because it's former blood that came back. Former blood stands up, and you better believe it. Your lineage doesn't die. Something about an old ancestor, it triggers. Look, if the flowers, okay, brother Sanchez. See, you got your way and TT got her way. If the flowers come up every year, listen, it's the same damn flower. Until this is how you really got to look deep and understand how what's repressed comes back. Just because we do have repressed memories, but sometimes those repressed memories are from former bloodlines and within your lineage. You think those repressed memories don't start from when the day you're born. No, that bloodline goes back. Because it repeats itself. Your repressed memories in your head, and I'll stand on this forever. The repressed memories in your head that pop up, that's not a repressed memory from the date of your birth. This shit goes all the way back through your blood lineage in history. Because your bloodline was there before. Your bloodline was back, way back then too. All the way to the beginning of your creation. And I'm going to stand on that. I like to talk about shit that they don't talk about. Okay? So if you show me something and say, this is where you came from, there's something in your repressed memory that stands up to fight it immediately, like, because it's been repressed from way back in that time. I'm keeping it a buck. So when you're reading and all of a sudden you say, wait a minute, this ain't right. It's because something's from someone from back in those days in your blood lineage is standing up saying, that's some bullshit. You think it's a repressed memory from the date you were born. No, it's an old ancestor. And then it stops real quick. But you got to learn how to catch it and understand it. So let's read. So this is what I do when I read the information, because it's all that we have other than what Granny told us. It's what we have. And your repressed memory makes sense of it. And you better stand on your repressed memories. They call it gut feelings. Stand on your gut feelings and your repressed memories, because a gut feeling is a repressed memory. There's something about history that's being told that your gut. And look, this is for all species. This ain't just for our people, but I got to let my people know so that they're not only standing on the United States education system. They're never going to tell you about your gut feeling and your repressed memory. I'm telling you. So let's get into it, y'all. All right. I'm going to read what I'm going to read today and talk about is the colored freedmen as slave owners. All right. And it is what it is. And someone wrote this back in June 1916. Allegedly. Everything I'm reading is allegedly because somebody wrote it. The Journal of Negro History. All right. We can say flag on the plague and all that other good shit. All right. So, because I'm drinking so much water, I'm going to take a lady break so I don't have to do it in the middle of my reading. And we're going to dialogue on this together. All right. We'll do it for about 2 hours. And then I'm out of here because I have to be at a meeting at 12 o'clock. So give me a minute. I'm going to come back, take a ladies break, and I'll be right back.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day, and when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turn to morning dew, then you let's face it, baby, you know all the places. My place is your place, my place, your place, my place. Just face it, no one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do. Baby, don't stop. Got the key to the lock. We in our own zone. Make yourself at home. Get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next.
All right, y'all, let's get it. I'll turn my camera on in a minute. But I'm going to show you, and you should by now know, if not, how I, don't stand on everything, but there are just some things that our elders can attest to. All right. So let's go. Everybody has their own style, their own way, but I want to give it to you using you don't take literature and stand on it until you can attest to some things. And that's a fact. And I want you to see how certain words that writers and the government use, and they forget that you can figure things out by just asking simple questions. Now, if I'm a writer and I'm writing this book, the journal of the history of a Negro, you know what? I didn't share this right because they told me to share it the entire screen. I never do that right, but I'm going to do it right today. I was, all right, where are you? This right here. Colored freemen as slave owners in Virginia. And it's the journal of history, the journal of Negro history. Now, seeing this, the first thing of this writer and these writers, these college writers, I'm like, wow. And it's supposed to have been done in 1916. My first thought is, okay, they didn't mention an African. But what we do know in history, is Negro and Indian is used interchangeably. And as far as the Aboriginals, indigenous people here, this government selected the feature of the Indian that they wanted to deal with because they hated the darker one so much. And that's a fact. That's a fact. They hated, you always have to remember, they hated the darker Indian. And the child that came out with more of the white features got better treatment. But they was still and always will be that nigga, that Negro. Because they're not a pure white. An Indian is not a pure white. It got some mixture in it. That's the eyes of this government, and that's a fact. So, let's get into it, y'all. And we're going to point out things. We're going to point it out. Free Negro owners of slaves in the United States in 1830. Now, you know, in 1830, that was Indian Removal Act. Exact date. Now, we're talking in the United States, within this country, within the continent of North America, the country that was created on our continent called the United States in 1830. Now, free Negro owners. What the hell was these Negroes free from? This is the first thing I'm like, what was they free from? Because African is not mentioned nowhere in this document by this writer. Let's see. Nowhere. 0 search results. Look up at the top there. I typed it. Nope. You're damn right, because they are not. We're talking in 1830. Yo. 1830. Indian Removal Act. So let's read, y'all. These free Negro owners, what were they free from? That's the first thought that came in my head. Because the Indians here were invaded and enslaved. They were the first slaves. You had to enslave the people of this land before you bring in some more darkies from another country. You have to enslave them first in order to take them out of their power. Understand what a free Negro is. Negro and Indian is one in the same. The free Negro comes from a system of being enslaved, invaded, enslaved, losing their power by their own people who decided to do business with foreigners. But how are you going to do it? Now, enslavement isn't always what we think because it's employment, it's labor. So they introduced another system on how to operate on the mainland. Many of our people said, all right, we could get down like that with foreigners. Let's operate that way. So what we're going to do, we're going to employ Indians. Show them a different way to operate and do business. And that happened to be enslavement. They took over how everything was done prior to them being employed by foreigners and our own, these free Negroes. Yeah, they're free because they Indians. All right, let's do business this way. So here we go. Taking up the study of the free Negro in the United States, the research department of, listen, the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History decided to make this statistical report as to the heads of families, their ownership of slaves, and social relationships with the whites. Did I not just explain that? I explained this exactly in other words. Their ownership of slaves and social relations with the whites. Boom. Hear it for what it is. How are we going to socialize with the whites as Indians? The aim was to facilitate the further study of this neglected group. Most of these people have been forgotten. You're damn right. For persons supposedly well informed in history are surprised to learn today that about 500,000, almost 1/7 of the Negroes of this country, were free prior to the emancipation in 1865. These names will therefore serve as a link between the past and present and will thereby lessen the labor of research in this field. Not for me, because I'm always going to be researching. I don't stand on everybody's shit. There were several reasons for selecting the census records of 1830. In the first place, the earlier reports do not give as much information as the census of 1830. I told y'all census speak, yo. At that time, moreover, the free Negroes had about reached their highest mark as a distinct class. A distinct class. The reaction, which set in earlier in the century, restricted their freedom and in many cases expelled them from the South. Yo, do you understand that? What is that saying? At that time, moreover, the free Negroes had about reached their highest mark as a distinct class. The reaction, which set in earlier in the century, restricted their freedom and in many cases expelled them from the South. Remember, their freedom was restricted at one point. These Indians, they were enslaved. They were the first ones to be enslaved on their own landmass. So these Negroes coming out of that enslavement as Indians because they agreed to the new type of social life that was going to take place on their landmass when it comes to working with the whites. This census then evidently reports the names of a larger number of representative free Negroes than any other census prior to their debasement to a lower status or their migration from the South. This trek reached its highest point between 1830 and 1835. Most of the free Negroes in the North in 1830 had been there for some years. Years. The census records show that the majority of the Negro owners of slaves were such from the point of view of philanthropy. In many instances, the husbands purchased the wife or vice versa. The slave belonging to such families were few compared with the large numbers found among the whites on the well-developed plantations. Slaves of the Negroes were in some cases the children of a free father who had purchased his wife. If he did not thereafter emancipate the mother, as so many such husbands failed to do, his own children were born his slaves and were thus reported by the enumerators. Okay. I just can't. But you need to have it. Do you follow what they've been telling you? We've been owning our own families. This is what you got to understand. You can't not listen to Jamaicans like Reggie and YK. You know, he's Jamaican. Let's go back. Slaves, let's just go back. Slaves of Negroes were in some cases the children of a free father who had purchased his wife. If he did not thereafter emancipate the mother, as so many such husbands failed to do, his own children were born his slaves and were thus reported by the numerators. Some of these husbands were not anxious to liberate their wives immediately. Hell no. They want to keep getting that booty. Dog niggas. They considered it advisable to put them on probation for a few years. And if they did not find them satisfactory, they would sell their wives as other slaveholders disposed of Negroes. Yo, this is the part where I'm telling you that we did their system to our own people. This is where I say, yo, yeah, the white man did shit, but you know what? So did that nigga. You gonna put your goddamn wife on probation. And the wives did it with their husbands too. They considered it advisable to put them on probation for a few years. And if they did not find them satisfactory, they would sell their wives as other slaveholders disposed of Negroes. Listen, y'all. Do we not get put on probation when we go to the judge? Same thing in our household. They was practicing white mainstream society's system on how to run things on this fucking land. For example, a Negro shoemaker in Charleston, South Carolina, purchased his wife for $700. But on finding her hard to please, he sold her a few months thereafter for $750, gaining $50 by the transaction. Yo. The writer personally knew a man in Cumberland County, Virginia, whose mother was purchased by his father, who had first bought himself. Becoming enamored of a man slave, she gave him her husband's manumission papers that they might escape together to free soil. Upon detecting this plot, the officers of the law got impression that her husband had turned over the papers to the slave and arrested the freedman for the supposed offense. He had such difficulty in extricating himself from this complication that his attorney's fees amounted to $500. To pay them, he disposed of his faithless wife for that amount. Yo, y'all see what we were doing in the South? We weren't the greatest fucking people, like I keep telling you. We still some fucked up niggas. Benevolent Negroes often purchase slaves to make their lot easier by granting them their freedom for a nominal sum or by permitting them to work it out on liberal terms. John Barry Meacham, a Negro Baptist minister in St. Louis, thus came into possession of as many as 20 slaves by 1836. This is a Baptist minister. Is that something godly to do? At First Baptist minister, pastor purchased. Yo, you see what I'm reading? The exploitation type of Negro slaveholder, moreover, sometimes feeling the sting of conscience, liberated his slaves. Thus did Samuel Gibson, a Negro of Mississippi in 1844, when he brought his 6 slaves to Cincinnati, Ohio, and settled them on free territory. Practically all of these Negro slaveholders were in the South. Practically all of these Negro slaveholders were in the South. So this is what I need you to understand of why there was the later on Civil War. Who the fuck wants to live like this under their own people? Switching, selling your wives, sell your wife, and you might get you sell them to somebody else, and now she probably got a new slave owner with a little wee wee. That's devastating. See, yeah, where Sister Betty had at, that's all I think about. Well, I can't help it. I'm Indian, and that's what we like to do, the booty. Now, how could you imagine how devastating that be? And you get so, your husband tired of you, he gets sick of your ass, and then he sell you to a new slave owner, and you become their slave. And when y'all get to do the nasty, his dick is so goddamn little that you just piss the fuck off. Little 12-year-old wee wee. That's the way I think about it. If you're going to transfer me to somebody with a bigger dick than yours. Oh, I would have been in the Union Army for sure to get out of this type of shit. You damn right. Why wouldn't I? All right, Susan, I'm just rambling here talking about. After C.G. Woodson, the editor had first copied the records of one state to acquaint himself in detail with the information given in these census reports. The statistics were then copied under his direction by 3 persons. One of them has had the advantage of 2 years normal training after finishing high school, and 2 excuse me, y'all. And 2 of whom have finished college courses at Howard University and at the University of Michigan. The matter thus collected was then verified by Mr. Aruthius Taylor, an alumnus of Michigan and a Harvard Master of Arts in History and Economics, now employed as associate investigator of the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History. Further verification was made by C.J. Woodson. These records were copied just as those who took the census returned their findings. The only change made in the case of Negro owners of slaves was to write the family name first, a rule which these enumerators did not or follow. Some enumerators made no distinction as to trace and recording the names, but merely indicated the status of the head of the family under free persons of color. Yep. See, we getting in their ass. We getting in their ass. They getting in their ass about that census. That stupid ass. YK, Shay Shun, and not a coincidence. Keep fucking with. Keep telling you that these owners was us, of our own goddamn families on our plantations. So y'all niggas back up. When you come with this type of proof, you stand. You nothing them 2 niggas point out. Because they talking about they was all white slave owners. They was all white slave masters. Get your funky African asses back. See, this is what Jamaicans do. You can't, when you come over here from Jamaica on the mainland, you can't relate our life with yours. The United States records don't got shit to do with Jamaica's records. And I keep telling y'all this shit. Don't make me the same. Don't try to make me the same. So what we features are look-alike. That don't mean we the fucking same. And I'm proving my point now. We are not the same. The only thing we got alike is our brown skin, which on your records, COLOUR in Jamaica, Negro, that means black. Y'all don't have colored on your records in Jamaica. Other enumerators wrote Negro or colored, or use F of C for free person of color. FMC for free man of color, or FWC for free woman of color, directly after the name. The question mark after a name or a figure or in a column indicates that the record is such that the fact could not be accurately determined. Slavery, however, at that time had not been exterminated altogether in the North. And even there, the Negro was following in the footsteps of the white man, as this report will show, because they did, because the white man introduced a different lifestyle. In the South, where almost all of the Negro slave owners were found, moreover, we find some of them competing with the large planters and the number of slaves they owned. Most of such Negro proprietors lived in Louisiana, South Kakalaki niggas, Maryland, and Virginia, and did the majority of all such slave owners. I'm going to say it again. Most of such Negro proprietors lived in Louisiana, South Carolina, Maryland, and Virginia, and did the majority of all such slave owners. Now, proprietor, that's owner. We know that word today is proprietor, owner. Keep telling y'all, y'all dumb asses, you get people like Shay Shun and stupid ass YK just because they got a port that they talk about in Charleston for slaves. That don't mean all of them. He tried to say all of them in South Carolina was slaves from Africa. Get your ass out of here. There are, moreover, a few instances of confusing absentee ownership with Negro ownership. Sometimes a free Negro had charge of a plantation, but did not own the slaves himself, and the enumerator returned him as the owner of the slaves. Yo, that's straight up employment. You got a master, a supervisor, a director, a CEO of the motherfucking land. They employed them to be the master of the land in some instances. Just like you go to Walmart, you got a supervisor, you got a manager of the store, you got the GM, you got the cashier, the head cashier. That's all the fuck this is. This is mainstream white society system that they wanted to convert the Indians to. Introduce them to this way of doing business. It's a little change of business. Before this, we just lived on our plantations and we worked our lands. But they introduced this new style, new way of doing it. This Negro that worked on this man's plantation could have been his boy. And his boy probably said, "Yo, I'm tired of my family, man. Fuck them." So his boy probably was like, "Yo, could you oversee this shit for me on my land?" "Yeah, man, because I'm tired of my fucking family. I'm out." Yo, give me fire if you understand that concept. I'm not putting that there, but I'm just giving you a scenario. Common sense, think about. If he's a Negro, obviously he comes from his family, laugh and say, "You know what? Yeah, I'll go work for my boy. Fuck that. I'll oversee your plantation." And a lot of times the censor takers did put them down as the owners. You can do that. If I'm living on my plantation with my mother and my father, right? And I'm getting just sick and tired of the fucking family. And I say, "You know what? My boy Spicky, he got land and he getting older anyway. I'm going to go, talk to him because he did ask me if I wanted to oversee his fucking plantation with all the people working on it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck my family, man. I'm out." We do that now today. We do it now today. I can't begin to tell you how many family members I don't fuck with. I love you from a distance, but I'm good. Facts. So when you're dealing with little Jamaican boys like YK and Shay Shun, this is the shit that they can't fuck with. This is why they hate Sister Bethy and they're jealous and they're mad. Reading this shit, you don't need no fucking DNA test. Our families are living that life. Why the fuck do we need a DNA test? I don't need no foreign entertainment purpose only DNA test to put my ass down south, down in Africa like they want you to. Fuck out of here. We living that life. Our families was living that life. We were the Indians that were enslaved and forced to transition to this type of lifestyle. Selling your fucking wives and shit. Man, it's just crazy. I'm glad y'all get it. Good. Accepting those of Louisiana, one may say that the most of the Negro owners of slaves lived in urban communities. Yo, listen, you can't make this shit up. I told you. Bam, bam, bam. This is why they don't like Pookie and Ray Ray, because they them urban Indians. Accepting those, I love this kind of stuff. Accepting those of Louisiana, one may say that most of the Negro owners of slaves lived in urban communities. We've been in urban communities forever. And those parts of the South where the influence of the kind planter near the coast was not felt, the Negro owner of slaves did not frequently appear. The free Negroes themselves, moreover, encountered such difficulties in the lower South and Southwest that they had to seek more hospitable communities in free states. Okay. By 1840, the trend toward degrading the free Negro to a lower status had become evident even in the apparently benevolent slaveholding states. Just before the outbreak of the Civil War, the free Negro was receiving practically no consideration in the South and very little in the North. History here repeats itself then and showing the varying attitude of the whites towards the blacks and the cycles of national development. Yo. And it's still that fucking way today. Understand why it's hard for us Negroes, aka Indians, to open up fucking businesses. They're giving them to the foreigners because they need more niggas in here that could cooperate. When I say Negroes, they need more darkies in here that'll cooperate. So what they doing? They doing what they've been doing. All right. These Negroes, these free Negroes, these free aka Indians, don't want to bow down to our liking and work, like we want them to and do business like us white folks. Fuck them. Let's open the borders and bring more in that will listen to us. So you bring in third world country, low life people, and they do it. Welcome, Jamaicans. We welcome you with open arms, straight from motherfucking Africa. Because they still doing it today. They will cook food and feed the white man all day with their ass kissing, sucking asses. Straight like that. Or you want a bread? Yeah, maybe you will do open your business. Because they're accustomed into the likings of white mainstream society. So they kiss ass. And ooh, Shay Shun and them get so mad when I tell the truth. I ain't got to tell the truth. Seeing is believing. You see this shit every day. The column giving the age does not every time give the age of the head of the family. In some instances, the age of the head of the family cannot be actually figured out. The age here given is that the oldest person in the family of the sex indicated as the head of the family. The record as sex, moreover, is often confusing. The name of a male is sometimes given as the head of the family, while the sex is indicated as a female, and vice versa. In 80% of the cases which the investigator has tested, however, it can be shown that it is the actual age of the head of the family. 10 to 24 means between the ages of 10 to 24. And 24 to 36 means between the ages of 24 and 36, etc. The column entitled Slaves give the number of slaves owned by the head of the family. I'm not going to again. The column entitled Slaves gives the number of slaves owned by the head of the family. Yo, I keep telling y'all, you need to wake up. What? How much more? Fuck. Again, we owned our own families. We owned our own families. G Valley, I've been in YouTube since 2019. Chief Holiday and Dane been telling y'all this shit. I'm getting ready to go on 6 years. And it's on the census sheet. Facts. I don't need, and you don't need, a blood test to tell you that you came from Africa. Africans, why would make it make sense? You own your own family on your own plantation. What the fuck Africans got to do with that? Because them goddamn Negroes wasn't no Africans. They were the enslaved Indians, the darkies, the darker ones. I ain't ashamed. See, they don't want they really didn't want you because they didn't know how niggas was gonna act. How are these Negroes gonna act later years and future generations when they find out that they were the Indians that were enslaved? You know, like what dude said, you're rooting for Gary Cooper to kill the Indian, and the Indian is you. The Indian is you. Come on, y'all, wake up. You seen Dane's video. This whole transitioning to main white stream society and conducting business and doing business the way they do is all a part of kill the Indian, save the man. Look, and when I see y'all asses out there copying and shit, I'm gonna come in your chat room and say, look, bitch or nigga, my fucking credit. Cause y'all some biting ass motherfuckers. But you know what? It makes me feel good. Cause you know what? You're getting the information out. But y'all motherfuckers is some ass wipes. I give motherfuckers credit all the time. But bitch, don't do it and then turn around and not give me my credit because I'm going to call you out. I'm just going to politely come in your chat room and say, you're welcome. Fuck. All right, let's go. Total means the number of persons in the family together with all of the slaves. Boom, 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 boom. This enables the student to figure out for himself whether the slaveholding was an act of exploitation or benevolence. The small number of slaves, however, does not always signify benevolence on the part of the owner. Hang on. Give me a minute. Hey. Are you enjoying this? Because I am. Let me get a little water break, and I'll be right back, y'all, because I'm going to finish reading. Smash that like button. I'll be right back. Hey, Bruce, you probably didn't see him out there because you got to remember, see, it's part of history. Let me see. Let me put your message up because I know y'all little musty asses was coming out here. Hey, Bruce, let me tell you this. Where you say I haven't seen any black First Nation in North Dakota anywhere in my breed yet. Well, of course not, because let me tell you something. We Negro Indians, before all this shit even happened, we ran y'all little musty asses out there. Yep, Pookie and Ray Ray ran your asses way out. We ran y'all little musty asses out there. You know, just like when y'all come in Walmart and you see a nigga walking around the store and you start moving and running to the other side, that's what the fuck happened. Go look it up. I'm gonna read about that. How we ran y'all musty asses out there, North Dakota. We ran y'all out to the West, boo boo. That's written and documented in history. The Indians, y'all came trucking y'all little funky asses, um, flea smelling, flea, flea here on a here, and well, wait a minute. First of all, y'all don't got hair. You fucking got fur. We ran y'all little musty, weird looking asses that came from out of the mountains and caves out to the west. Oh yeah, that's written. Y'all came out. Y'all was up in the fucking caves with nasty hair on y'all arms, all down y'all back, all down y'all face. We didn't know what the fuck y'all was, so we ran y'all asses out. You wasn't pulling up on our land. Y'all came out looking like gorillas and shit, running down here and on this neck of the woods. Yep. Them goddamn mixed breeds. We mixed breeds and full blood Indians. We ran y'all ass out there. That's why you don't see us over there. We didn't want to be over there with y'all fur growing motherfuckers. Hell nah. Y'all still got too many of y'all revolution. There you go. Y'all still got too many of y'all fucking evolution traits. You ain't finished developing yet in the humans to look like you look now. All right, let me get back. Take your ass back to Cuddy Channel, boy. Don't come over here because you're gonna get what you get. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's get it. So, benevolence owner. All right, let's go. And here's the journal. I'm not going through all this shit. This is Journal of Negro History in Alabama. In their names. I keep telling y'all. Listen here. Let me tell you something. You Indians, you Negro Indians. You see this? Ooh, you see this right here? You got Delaware, D.C., Washington, D.C. Okay, let's go through it. This is all in D.C., Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky. Come on, y'all. Listen here. I'm showing you this for a reason. These are all names of slave owners. It's loads of it. It's by state, Louisiana. You see all these names? Let me tell you something, babies. Throw up some goddamn fire. Louisiana. It's just endless. It's going in order because I'm not going through all these names. I don't have to. You see all these names? It's the reason why I'm showing you this shit. Number one, you'll never ever see African listed on this bitch. Maine, Maryland. Listen here, honeys. Bruce, bye. I know this hurts. Get your ass out of here. See? They're over here. Yeah, telling you. Negro. Not African, baby. You're not going to find it. Not on the mainland, baby. Not on the mainland. You see all these different names. We're going through all the states. All the states. Throw up the goddamn fire. We going through the goddamn states. Hey, Tammy, what's up? T. Cortez, hey. See, I told you, I do not debate. I deliver. Fuck you, and you debunk it. Because you can't. Mississippi, I'm going through the motherfucking states. Missouri, New Jersey, all Negro slave owners, yo. New York, yo. North Carolina. I'm going through all the motherfucking 50 states. Throw up fire, brown fist, all what you got. North Carolina. Look at of color. Yo, you not finding no fucking Africans coming over here owning no fucking slaves. The Indians own these motherfucking slaves. And now you can't sit your ass in here and say, this ain't Virginia, baby. These is the 50 states. I'm breaking down. I'm pulling out. 50 states. We in South Kakalaki. Yo, South Carolina is huge. All these owners, slave owners, Negroes in South Carolina, yo, this is why the Jamaican boy YK don't like me. Oh, you see how fucking huge South Carolina is of us owning our own families? Wait, let me get back. South Carolina starts here. It's all in order. Yo, let's get it. Fire, please. YK, get your Jamaican ass out of here, boy. You probably was one of our ancestors' slaves. Ain't no fucking Africans coming over here owning no goddamn slaves. South Carolina still. Boy, get your ass out of here. South Carolina. Let me tell you something, babies. Damn, we still in South Carolina. Now we get to Tennessee. Finally. Fire, please. Either you mad because what you see and you ain't throwing a fire, or this instills confidence in your heart. Throw up fire. Yeah, I know. Throw it up. With all this, do you need a fucking blood test like the conscious community teaches and Reggie's goofy ass? You don't need no damn blood test when you living that life. Yo, now we in Virginia. Ah, oh, I see some shit. Let me see. Let me tell you something, baby. Virginia is huge, too. God damn. Virginia. Just don't stop. Let me tell you something, babies. Just still Virginia, because it's the last one. All right, now, that's the end of the book. And all them census sheets, we can attest to them. Listen, let me tell you something. No, it ain't fake news because we got the census sheets. What do you got? I got information that proves that you originally were a monkey. Get your ass out of here. Yo, moderators, we don't need no distraction because hit monkeys holler. Hit original monkeys holler. So y'all moderators, this idiot that's in here, can you please swipe his ass? Hit real evolution monkeys holler. That's all I got to say about that. Take your fur ass over to Cuddy's channel or somebody else, because I deliver over here. Unless you can debunk it, boo-boo. Can y'all please block moderators? Use your wrenches to block this bitch out, please. Swamp his ass. Because hit monkeys holler. The real evolution monkeys hollers. The real gorillas holler. Now, listen, family. Because I'm in about a half hour. I got to go. Because I got to prepare for a meeting at 12. But let me tell you something. That's very all right. Let me block his stupid ass. Y'all, I don't know why you're not blocking him. Let me block his ass. Now, you're gone. Bye, monkey. Go on back to the cave. Shave them fleas off. All those names. All them names, them damn Indians. Not one African. None. I done went across the 50 states with it. Of us showing that we owned our own families. All right? Now, all those names on there, you can trace your family lineage to that goddamn owning Indian. I'm telling you. You can trace your family to that Indian back in 1830. Listen, I told you today. I know it hurts. And I know you niggas wearing skirts is mad about this shit. But I don't care. I don't thirst for people to come and embrace with me. I don't care. Because some of y'all niggas is just mad and jealous. Fuck you. I don't need you at all. I'm genealogy queen. I don't give a fuck what you say. I can trace you back to that Negro Indian that owned land. And I just did. Some of y'all niggas is mad because you come from a culture that you joined. You come from a culture that you joined to make women at lower level. Not this chick. I done been through too much shit on this soil for a nigga to overpower me from living my life and being able to share and freely share information. You're not going to control me. I've had it. Enough years of women and men trying to control me. No. We're supposed to be our own individual queens, sharing information and loving each other as sisters. I don't fuck with drunk bitches. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't. It's never been my cup of tea. I can't deal with no slush head bitches. I got to be speaking real shit with a clear conscience. So this is why I stay alone. I don't give a fuck. I think they from Africa. And unless you prove that, real Entente this one, don't speak about it unless you put the proof up. I fuck with sober-minded sisters that got sense, that have a sense of decency and respect for themselves. This shit is very real to me, and I take genealogy serious. Fuck your blood test. You keep playing with the white guy's shit, putting your monk ass over to the monkey Lucy. Go right ahead. I'm not joining you ever. I'm gonna always raise and shake my Indian fan. I'm shaking y'all's motherfucking fleas that's trying to fly around over here to the real Indian, baby. That's all I got to do. You make a statue of me, you got your real Indian. And we Indians, we tobacco people. It is what it is. This is my motherfucking peace pipe right here. I'm not. These are the statues you see of me. Paint them white all you want. Ain't gonna work. Not with the Negro features. I'm proud of who I am. And I'm a beautiful North American mainland Indian. Not one ancestor traces to Jamaica. But you better believe my ancestors is in those Negro slave owners. Indian. I'm an individual. We the motherfucking Indians that remained. That list you see are the Indians that remain, that live where? The Indians that remained, that didn't go to Oklahoma, is all on that list. What part of that are you going to wake up? See, the government didn't want to teach this in education system because they weren't sure how we were going to act or react. You see me jumping up saying, I want war with this government. Fuck no. Because over all these many years, a lot of y'all niggas got crazy as fuck, tearing down our communities, where today we still need protection from y'all. Because right now, we fighting each other worse like we did back in the Indian days. We still some uncontrollable, wild ass niggas killing each other, not on code. You got other people in other religious groups of our people that want us to believe the way they do. You're not going to force me to say I'm some fucking body else when history says it's something else. My grandmother didn't say I was African. I know fucking well I'm not. I'm standing on Granny. And the records stands and confirms what Granny say. No DNA test needed. Just like you Moors, I would love to be friendly with y'all, but y'all be coming up with some shit, yo. Fuck that. Look, y'all the main ones who said, did your grandmother ever tell you you was African? No. And we say no. Okay, well, that goes to the same thing. My grandmother ain't never told me I was no fucking Moor. So why can't y'all respect that? You're having a hard time. That's why I have a fallout with the Moors. Shut the fuck up, Alan. You mad? I just fucked you all up. And I'm going to puff because this is my channel. Why are you over here watching it? I got 1,033 people up in here. Smash that like button, y'all. I just traced you back to your owning ancestor in 1830. Yo, I just traced you back to your Indian ancestor right there. Hit monkeys, an original monkeys holler. Yo, take your evolutionary Darwinism ass back to Africa. Yeah, they brought y'all asses over here, but later. Go to Q Butter channel. He'll tell you, yep, they brought him over to Jamaica. He was showing it this morning. That's why I was laughing. I'm sorry. Some of us is just not the same. And what Empress Hooper said, she said it the best with her Tennessean accent. Man, I love that sister, man. Oh, skin folk ain't kin folk. Go ahead, Empress. She been saying that for years. Hey, baby boy, hit the link and come up and say hi to Auntie. Hey, hey, that's the only problem I got with Morris. Respect me to say who I am. All right? I got it from y'all. I got that information from y'all, the Moors. You said, did your granny ever call you African? And I said no. And I do this with A1 all the time. We go back and forth. And he's the first one who said it. Sister Bethy, Sister Bethy. Y'all know I ain't got his deep voice down pat. Sister Bethy, did your granny ever tell you was African? No. A1, she ain't tell me I was a Moor either. So just respect that. That's all. That's all I ask. And you don't have no smoke or no heat from me. But he can't take that shit. Hey, boo-boo.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Good, nothing. Hey, you know what I ended up cooking?
What you end up cooking?
I ended up making some curry chicken.
Curry chicken.
Curry chicken with white rice. Oh, I didn't even eat it yet. I got it on the stove now, real slow on low. The rice.
Oh man, I cooked yesterday. What I end up cooking?
You told me.
Stuffed chicken. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, Sister Bethy.
But you made you interesting. You made your own sauce because I love that white creamy sauce.
Yeah, you got to make your own Alfredo. When you're doing your own Alfredo, you got to make it from scratch. Get your heavy whipping cream. You find your Parmesan cheese. Get your seasoning. Low heat, stir till it's at your consistency. You know, big bop. You know what I'm saying? Put y'all on some
Yo,
things. You know what
this
I'm saying?
Tennessee boy can cook, and he just a baby. I don't care how old you is, you're still a baby to me. This Tennessee baby can cook. Why you ain't got your own restaurant, boy?
I don't know. I really just
Why?
started cooking like within the last couple of years. I never really cooked. You know what I mean? I'm not really.
I don't even know.
Cooking,
I don't know
but here
how to
lately,
make
I've been
that
cooking a
sauce.
lot.
I don't know how to make Alfredo sauce.
Oh, you know?
No.
You gotta.
I told you I'm from
Yeah,
the
I've been
city.
watching, grandmama cook for a long time. I guess I never
Me
utilized it though.
too. Me too. You
Yeah,
cooking like that,
I
Pap?
cook down there 4 days a week. Yeah, I cook 4 days a week. So like the day before, I cook surf and turf, loaded baked potatoes, steak, shrimp. You know what I mean, lobster.
Ooh.
What I cooked the other day, I cooked fried chicken cutlets, home fries. You know what I'm saying? Just regular shit,
What
just basic
you
shit. You know.
do you love to cook?
Well, here lately it's kind of been like a little passion. That's why I be shit. I be it's just like a
You
new
cooking
passion
like
now.
that, Pap? You need to open your own restaurant. Don't miss your
Yeah, I should. I
calling.
thought about it because they ain't got
You
no good
really
ones down here
would.
like that.
They don't. They don't. And I was they probably had them in South Carolina, but we need to go down there
Now they got a few
and be there.
spots. It's just hard to find, man.
Yeah, I went to one seafood place there. It was really good when we were down south there. Um, Past Bennettsville. It's in the suburbs, really in the suburbs. But where you're at, you need to open your own restaurant. Why? Don't
Yeah, I
sleep
should.
there,
I think I might do that. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Or
You're
at
gonna
least
make
come
a
up with my own
killing.
cookbook. Or at least get my own cookbook for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can be able to check it out.
That'll be nice too. But I'm so upset because here north they don't got that many
I make
seafood
sweet
restaurants.
potato fries with marshmallow with liquid marshmallows on them the
Mm.
other day. Cut my own potatoes up and everything.
Who is meta material? I got to see your face. If I can't see your face, I'm not gonna open you. I'm not letting you up. Yep, that's right. Back off. Hey, Bap, I just showed them all the Indians from all over the 50 states that own their own slaves, their own family. And the names have been typed out, and our people can trace their family back to that Indian, the head of household. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. You got to send me over them documents. You just showed that this morning or yesterday?
I just before you got on, let me show you. Just before you got on, Alan, you're not coming up here. Get out of here. You're a distraction. All right. I read this, and it speaks about all the Negro slave owners, and then they break them down by state. Let me get in the middle. It's like 45 pages long, and I will send this to you. And it clearly tells you in the document how we owned our own family, our own children. See, these are all the Negro slave owners, and it starts in alphabetical from Alabama all the way out. See, James Meggs, somebody's ancestor in Alabama own land. If they're owning their own slaves on their own land, you see,
That's what they don't want you to know, Sister Betty.
right? And
You
also,
was never supposed to be. You are not supposed to be even having these documentation and reading these right now. You was never. These was
correct,
never meant for us to be reading right now.
right? Some people could trace their ancestor back to these people. Skilla Lowry, um, all these are all colors. Colored Robinson, they can Brown, their names. They can trace their family back, and believe it or not, to the goddamn land too. This is DC. This is in District of Columbia, DC. People, families, last names. Josh Travers. He's somebody grandson walking around this bitch.
That's a
Florida.
Fendi fan.
Yeah. Georgia. Somebody on with the last name Charles Nunez. Is his grandkids is walking around alive right now. This is all Georgia's huge. These are Indians. These are the Indians that remain, that didn't go to Oklahoma. James Turner, Silas Turner, Moses Turner. They got grandkids running around this bitch. Betsy Perry. This thing is huge. This is Kentucky. Somebody last name Monday. This is probably your damn granddaddy. Throw up some damn fire. I'm going to email this to you, Bap.
Make sure you do. Make sure y'all do. Make sure y'all do. Look at these records. See if you can find your family name on there. You know, y'all might got some shit owed to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some land and some leftover slave money.
Serious. Louisiana is huge. Journal of Negro History. See, it tells you how many slaves they had. They probably had just one kid. But somebody's related to, see, free male of color. That's what we learned what that means on the census sheet. 1830 census, they're talking about BAP. L. Drepsey. It got a damn grandkid running around here acting crazy, shooting each other up like y'all ain't got no damn sense. We got better work to do today, y'all. You got to wake up these damn Indians. Florentine, all these last names. This is in Louisiana, Manning Baldwin. Simon. These are the last names. You look at your last name. Y'all got more work to do. Too much work to do rather than to be killing each other up in here on YouTube and hating on each other. God damn it. Get on this list. Find your ancestor. You don't need no goddamn DNA test putting you in Africa. Your goddamn Negro, aka Indian grandparent, is right here owning y'all dumbasses. And they typed it up for you. Victoria Champo. And I did a search before I read this. I put in African. Not one African. It won't even come up. None.
Mm.
This is crazy, Louisiana. Louisiana is huge.
Yeah, it is. It's real huge.
You goddamn grandparent. These are people who literally have their own plantations and their own slaves, Negroes, own families. Then we get into it, and there here go Maine. That nigga way up in Maine, Abram Talbot. His ass, he owned one slave. Probably was his kid. That's your last name. Go to Maine and get your damn land, boo. Maryland. Oh my goodness, Maryland's huge. Barnett, Dorsey, Meade, Peach, Wells, Waters. Pap. Get your ass out there. Look at there. Wilson Waters. He had 3 slaves.
You sent this to me
I
almost
sent
like
it to
6
you already.
months ago. Did you not?
I probably did, Bap,
I
but
think
didn't
you
know.
did. I mean, if it wasn't this one, it would may have been.
No,
It
it was
may have been
another one I
another
sent
spot.
you. That was another one.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that was a couple of months
That
ago.
was a good one too. That was,
Yeah, this one is even better because it spells out the last name and it literally puts your family and on a plantation, owning their own people.
Mm.
And, you know, Johnston, Young, Gibson. This is in Maryland, y'all. The beautiful Maryland. Maryland is huge. This is where your nanny says, y'all don't have time to be on YouTube killing each other and fighting with no
Nope.
pan boo-boos over no DNA test. Get on here, find Granny and Grandpa, and take a damn bow. I love y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Haskell.
Hey,
It's
that's the
Maryland
only
is
way to be, man. We can't give them hate, Sister Bethy. We got to give them love. Got to give them love. Because guess what? Everybody else that's coming here don't have no love towards our people. So they get hate from everybody else. They don't get love. So, you know, it's up for us to bring that to our peoples. You know?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Mississippi, Missouri. These is us who remained in the state of origination that did not go to, Willie Sweet. He came in there and bought his baby a coffee. You want me to be shaking in a minute, don't you, Willie?
Willie ain't bullshit. Uncle Willie.
He bought me a coffee. What a surprise. I didn't even know he went out the house. Oh, let's see. We in Missouri, New Hampshire. This is over here in New England. Oh, look at New Jersey. A1, I know your family on here, and they ain't no damn more. I'm going to beat your butt, A1. New Jersey, New York. Wow. All Negroes. William Day. I know some days. Yeah. North Carolina. Woohoo. App TV. Look at all these last names. John Brown, Newtons, the Allens, the Moores, Moore, Eli Moore, Easter Rose, Walker, the Bowen, James. Y'all, we don't have time to be fighting. Look on here and find Granny and Grandpa.
I see some Roberts on there too.
Hell yeah.
Look.
All through here. And some of your family from North Carolina back.
Are they Roberts?
I mean, no, I'm saying, is your family just in Tennessee or are they in multiple states?
Oh no, man. My great grandmama had like 11 kids, 6 boys, 5 girls. So we got family all over. We got family all over, but dominantly the ones that I'm known and can name off, they're in the Carolinas, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia.
Oh, damn.
Well, we got family in Detroit, Buffalo, New York, California, Alabama, Florida.
Yeah,
I just talked to some of my cousins in Florida today.
Florida? Yeah, I got family in Florida.
Yeah, my little brother stay in Miami. My cousins, all my cousins, my uncles, they stay in Florida too. Well, my uncle and them like my mama age, so It's my uncle Teddy.
Oh, okay.
Him and his kids and his wife, they stay down in Florida.
You got some
I got my
Roberts
little,
right here in North Kakalaki.
yeah, that's where
David
my family
Roberts.
from. The Roberts family is from the Carolinas. My Roberts side.
Wow. Wow. That is our mom's side or your dad's side?
That's my mom's dad's side. So my name is Denzel Roberts. So
Oh, okay. Damn.
yep.
This is North Carolina is huge. All these are all colors. Then you got Ohio, Charles Ferguson. I grew up with Fergusons. You got Pennsylvania. Damn.
Yeah, but my mom's and them side, they Waters. But you know how the names change, man.
Yeah,
The
but there's a
women,
lot of waters that are on that other one that I sent
yeah,
you.
the Waters usually come from the man lineage because that's how it happened. The women usually have a name and then they marry and then they accept the name of the husband, the man that they married and have children. That's how the name changed. So the Waters lineage initially was a Tolbert, and the Tolbert initially was a Ross, and it goes back like that. You see what I'm saying? So forth and
Yes.
so on.
Yes. Now we getting into Rhode Island, right? Because this is north where a lot of mulattoes are. But then we in South Kakalaki, which is huge. And this is where I slap Shay Shun, not a coincidence, and YK in the face. Because YK was saying that all South Carolina is slaves. Well, yeah, these are Negroes that own their own slaves. So they're all Negroes. He was saying they all white people. Remember? No, they're not. Now look at how huge South Carolina is.
That's slow, Sister Betty.
Huh?
I said, you know they slow. You got to take your time with them.
Yeah.
Don't hurt them.
Brown. They're going by county. Abbeville. My family lived in Abbeville, but they the Browns, the Bufords, St. Luke's Parish, Mac Powers. I know a lot of these last names. Blue, Davis, Freeman, Wilson, Jesus, Collins, Capers. I grew up with Capers. Oh my goodness. These are all people who own their own children in their own lands.
Hey, can I show y'all some shit? I got some shit too. Let me pull up some shit.
Oh, yeah. I can stop.
No. I just want to piggyback off of you, and I want to give a PDF out to the family that's in
Go ahead, you got it.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Get it, Bappy.
Well, this book is called Negro Slave Owners. We're talking about Negro slaves. Right? So these are called Black Slave Owners. This is by Joseph E. Holloway. It goes through the whole conception from the earliest date, over 500,000. There was 4.5 million people living in the Carolinas. Out of those 500,000 of those was Black slave owners family. So here goes a list of those in the particular year.
Wow, you went all the way to 1790. Damn, Bap.
Yeah, 1790s. There was 49 owners that added up to 277 slaves. So let me get this on the screen so we can make it a little bigger. So yeah, it talks about the earliest conception. It even goes back to the 1600s, I believe, dealing with Negro slave owners. So these guys are just, I mean, for them to deny it in 2024 with all this information at our fingertips is beyond me.
It is. Damn.
So we got majority of the urban Black slave owners were who? Women. In 1820, free Black women represent 68% of heads of household.
Damn.
And that's almost equivalent to what it is today. So we almost did a 360 degree from the early 1800s to the early 2020s. You see what I'm saying? So we almost 200 years from the time. Now, in the 1820s, women was 68% of the household. You go to the 1900s, men started to become the higher household. You see what I'm saying? And skip forward to 2024, women are now leading the percentage of head of household. Again, see how things come full circle.
Damn, yeah.
First Black slave owners in the origin, 1607. All right. The House of
Damn.
Fergus. It talks about John Ross. It goes into Angelo, the Negro women, or John Pedro, the nigger, who aged 30, owned slaves, you know what I'm saying, and white servants. But
Yeah.
yeah, this book is phenomenal, you guys. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but I will give it to you guys today. So I'll give it to you guys right now.
You going live, Bab?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live whenever you're done. I went on Sarnetta's and beat up some people last night, so we're gonna talk about that.
I was watching it. Oh, I was watching it. I'm getting ready to go in the meeting at 12. Damn. So I'm gonna have to. I don't think we'll be in there that long, but I didn't want to miss your live. But I could do a
I'll be live
redirect
for a good
anyway.
little minute, so I'll slow roll it today. So you should have some time to come in and check it out.
Okay. All right. Let me do this redirect, y'all, because I got to get out of here and prepare for this meeting. But before I go, I want to do this redirect.
All
Let
right,
me do
all
this
right. Shout out to
redirect.
I put that PDF in the chat for you guys too. The PDF is in the chat. Check it out. Let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Bab. I appreciate that.
No, you was giving them that heat with the slavery, so we thought we'd give them something just to piggyback or correlate with it.
Okay, I remember because Bab taught me how to do this. Now I think I'm a little pro now. Okay, I go in here and I click that little pencil. You already got your link set up?
Yeah. It should be set up. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Go to customization. There it is. Redirect. Ha. Aboriginal. What you got it under Aboriginal Power, right?
Yep. Shout out to Dosanel. She was
she held it down. I watched that whole thing. Say Netta was saying
that whole conversation was a very good conversation, even from Sister Shatter. Shout out to Sister Dosanel for holding it down, dropping fire, heat, fire.
Was Top Cats on there earlier, or it was just them?
You say what?
Was Top Cats on there earlier? I didn't scroll it back, but I watched it.
I think he came on a little later. When I jumped on, it was probably like 1. I probably jumped off about 2:00. So Top Cat had to come on. I think maybe after that. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and watch that.
That was a good debate. I was happening to be about to lay it down as usual.
I thought all the ladies on that panel did a great job. All of them.
Oh man, even just the conversation in general from both sides was fire. I sat there down and doing the whole conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't gonna hop on.
There was no fighting.
I wasn't going to jump on, but I seen them trying to make claims and act like the sources that we're not showing is valid or biased.
Dosina's in the chat. I didn't even know. I thought she did a phenomenal job. And the girl, I've never seen her before, Shatter.
Shatter.
I thought she did a great job. I thought Napad did a great job speaking. And I was cracking up at let me get her name right. Sister Freedom.
Oh, that's my girl. I follow Sister Freedom. That's my girl.
I was dying. I thought they did good. She told some guy to go take a bath. It was just so funny. It was so funny. I thought that was one segment I could say I really liked that Sarnetta did. And Sarnetta put up a thing and said I was mean and didn't know how to take pressure from that community.
I would actually like to see that debate though with Sister. I know that was just a discussion yesterday between Dosane and Sister Shatter, but I think that would be actually a nice debate, man. To get that one going, I think that's a good conversation.
I think they did a phenomenal job. I enjoyed that. I really did. But anyway, you guys, I got to get out of here so that I could get these things ready for this 12 o'clock meeting. But at BAP, whenever you go live, I'll hit the.
I'm hitting the button now, so you can go ahead and send them over now.
Okay. Love y'all.
Peace and blessings, y'all. See you on the other side.
See y'all on the other side. I'll give you like 60 seconds so that the redirect could hit good.
All right. Sound good to me.
Okay. See y'all.